All right. So we're back with another week of college football pick'em. After last week, I scored 41 points. You scored 35. That was with the bonus. So I currently have a 550 point lead to a 502. So,
So still 48.
yep.
So I did read something today, because we were wondering about what's going to happen to the SEC. So I don't remember exactly what source put this out there, but it was like a sports page. And the tiebreak for the SEC goes down to basically every team, and then they look at what was their top win of the season, and then they look at that person's record against everybody else. So right now, basically, long story short, they said Alabama would get the tiebreak because they beat Georgia, and then Georgia's beaten both Tennessee and Texas, so it would help Alabama in the favor of them going to Atlanta. So right now, if Alabama wins out, which if they win against Oklahoma and Auburn,
Come on, Auburn.
they would go play the winner of Texas A&M, which I hope it's Texas because I would love to get some revenge from last year. but then,
Here comes
but
the
then,
Aggie.
but now, what do you do in that situation? Because if I'm not mistaken, that would put Texas at is it two losses or
Their only loss this year's to Georgia.
okay? So it would put them at two losses. So now, if you put Alabama in that scenario, well, Alabama would almost have to win the SEC championship to get in.
Yeah.
Um, but
3 losses, I don't think so.
yeah, but then there was another video that I watched today of like, do we even want to go to the SEC championship and ruin our chances of the college football playoffs? Like,
Probably not. That's
like
just
all the
that's
two loss
crazy.
teams
That's
are
it.
like, can you just pick a three loss team to throw in there? Like,
Hey, Duke 7-3. Come on, Duke.
but all right, let's get into it this week.
All right, starting off Tuesday, Akron at Kent State. So Kent State still winless on the year. If they're gonna win a game, this would be the one, I think.
They're both terrible.
I'm gonna go with the Golden Flashes. Give me Kent State. For that one win, this would be it. They're at home too.
Well, you see, after we both went Wyoming this week and they got throttled, I'm gonna go Akron.
You didn't have to bring it up. Fair enough. Western Michigan at Central Michigan.
I'm gonna go Wumu.
Yeah.
Give me the
Central Michigan.
Broncos.
I've picked them 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and they've lost every single time. So I'm gonna go Western Michigan as well.
Well, Western Michigan lost last week, so don't feel bad.
It's the MAC, man. It's gonna happen. It's crazy. Northern Illinois, Miami, Ohio. I actually like Miami, Ohio in this one. I like their defense, and so I think they're gonna get the stops they need and pull out a close one.
Give me the Huskies.
Okay. Moving on to Wednesday night's games. Buffalo at Eastern Michigan.
Give me Emu.
Okay, I will take the Bulls. Give me Buffalo. And then we have Ohio and Toledo. And I'm gonna go
Give
with
me Ohio.
I like the Bobcats. Yes, sir. And then the lone Thursday night game, NC State's about to get stomped by Georgia Tech. Give me
Yeah, Haynes King's healthy now. And then not to mention Haynes King being healthy, but that dude, Pyron or whatever his name is,
Zach Byron.
he can throw the ball.
This light is really weird. Hold on a second. I'm gonna do this. There we go. Is that better? That is
No.
worse. That is not. I don't know, man. This is weird. Like I need a setup or something.
You
I don't know.
almost need to shift your computer. There you go.
I still look like a black man. I don't know what to do.
You almost need to have like you almost need to face the opposite direction. Like you notice how like my light is here, like pointed here. Like look,
I'm not
and
gonna
I'm
worry about it.
sitting away from the light. That's how you need to do it.
I'm not gonna worry too much about it. That's what I have. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Georgia, look out because the Yellow Jackets are coming. Is all I'm gonna say. Temple at UTSA.
Dude, you're not the first person to say that. Like Georgia right now needs to be worried about Georgia Tech so bad. Like they almost lost to them last year, and this year's team is better than last year's team, and they're healthier. And Haynes King does have SEC experience
Why did that pop up? Yes, he
because
does.
because he played at
Yeah.
A&M.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It stinks that happens right now. Temple at UTSA. I'm going
I'm gonna
Temple.
go. I gotta go UTSA. Like, dude, you've told me like 2 straight weeks. No, it's UTSA. They're not gonna do it. And they beaten both North Texas and like no, I gotta go. I gotta go UTSA. Temple did just fire their coach after an overtime win, which is weird.
And they did win last week because I picked them to
Yeah,
win. They won
15 or 18-15 or something like that.
18. It was, yeah, really weird score. FAU. Yep. Anyway, Purdue, Michigan State. I'm gonna go Michigan State.
Yeah, give me Sparty.
In my case, it's Farty. Oof, I'm sorry. I'm ripping it up in here.
What did
UNLV.
you have tonight? Taco Bell,
We had potluck at church, and I loaded up on turkey, stuffing, pie.
beans.
Oh yeah, there were green beans. And I've been holding it in for a couple hours, so
Hmm.
I'm just letting it out. Just be glad you're on the other end of the computer. UNLV, San Jose State.
Dude, I'm gonna go UNLV. And all I
I'm
gotta say is it's about to get weird for the 12th seed because if
going.
UNLV is able to beat Boise, then I don't know what you do.
Well, what happens if they win but lose this game? Because I'm going San Jose State.
San
San,
Jose State looked so good against Boise, and then they just like quit playing for some reason.
yeah, but if they win this game and UNLV beats Boise, forget about the Mount West.
Yeah, forget the Mountain West.
Saturday slate. Um, Obviously on my end, it's got TCU and Duke first because it's the teams I follow. Arizona, TCU. I'm going TCU, of course.
Yeah, TCU, Arizona's just falling apart.
Texas Christian. And then I'm going with my Dukies at home against Virginia Tech.
I gotta go Virginia Tech, man. I'm sorry, but Basil Tootin is about to run all over Duke.
And on my end, I'm having a lot of the Basil Tutins right now. All right, the big game, and we're gonna be there, baby. I'm so excited, dude. This is crazy. Indiana, Ohio State, and I think I know who you're going with, and I'm doing the same thing.
All I'm going to say to our viewers is look out for a sign related to Dwayne Haskins. That's all I got to say.
Um, should I bring my sign into view? Because I
Yeah,
have.
yeah, you can bring that one too.
I don't know if I can get it in frame here. I'm gonna replace the Penn State logo with the Indiana. I don't know if you can really see it on screen, but we
I know
have
I can't, but you might be able to on the normal video once we get off of here.
basically it's just Brutus Buckeye and he's stoned. So,
Which Brutus Buckeye and Pat McAfee are probably going to be doing a little bit of that Friday night with each other.
yeah, they might be token up a little bit. Anyway, we're both going to Indiana, so let's go. Roll with the
Yeah,
Hoosiers.
we're going Indiana, but dude, it's supposed to be like 60 some degrees Friday night and storming. And then I did look at the forecast, and there's a slight chance for snow flurries Saturday night.
Let's go.
I'm like, and
And you
just
know what
so
that means?
everybody knows, it's only supposed to be a high of like 42 for the game. And I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
You know what that means for me? It's shorts weather.
No,
Wake Forest and Miami. I'm going Miami easy.
dude, I would love for Wake to just sit there and ruin the Hurricane season, but I gotta go Miami.
Well, so I'm going to be down in Florida during Christmas at my sister's place in
Yeah,
Miami, potentially hosting a playoff game. I might go to that if they host a
that would
playoff.
be on the 20th, right?
Yeah, and I think we're leaving the 19th, so I'd be down there. So I might go to that game.
How far is Miami from your sister?
She's in Naples, so they're maybe an hour, a little over an hour.
Yeah, I was about to say it's maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours to Miami.
I wouldn't say 2 hours. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe. It's not that far though.
Because I know Naples is on the western part of Florida and
Yeah,
Miami's on the eastern,
it's
southern
all the
part.
way down.
Yeah.
And then we have Ole Miss at Florida.
I'm gonna go to Gators. Give me the Gators.
I'm gonna go Ole Miss, but yeah, this is gonna be a good game.
I'm
Florida,
gonna go Florida. Like
Florida's for their
Lagway against LSU actually looked good, and I was like, only if you could have stayed healthy against Georgia.
yeah, man. They'd already be bowl eligible, but I think they'll rock Florida State. So
Yeah, yeah.
they're
Florida
they'll
State's gonna. Could
they'll be.
Florida? Okay, I gotta ask the question real quick for the viewers. This is a yes or no. This is a yes or no question. Does Florida State finish the year 1-11, or do they actually do finish the year 2-10? Like,
Um, well, we're about to get to them. They're playing Charleston Southern this week, so we'll get to them here in a few picks.
okay,
It's pretty sad. SMU at Virginia. I'm gonna have to go to the Mustangs. I'm going SMU.
dude, is it at SMU or is it at Virginia?
It's in Charlottesville.
Okay, I'm gonna go SMU, but this could be a very, 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 very big upset game.
Well, look what
Um,
happened the last week. They
I mean,
dropped.
yeah, but what I'm saying is Virginia's defense is much better than Boston College.
Yeah.
So all I will say on that.
Illinois.
Dude, the Bengals freaking tied it.
Nice. Illinois at Rutgers. I'm going Illinois. Even though Rutgers is favored by a point and a half, which is interesting. Are you going Illinois or Rutgers?
Give me give me Rutgers because Illinois has no run defense. And Rutgers loves to run the ball with Monongai.
Yep. Iowa at Maryland. I'm going Iowa.
Ooh, that's an interesting matchup. Yeah, give me it's not Cade McNamara anymore. I can't remember the quarterback's name that's starting for him now. But give me Iowa.
Okay.
Them
Um,
cancer patients in the children's hospital will help them win.
there you go. Another guess. UConn at Syracuse. Syracuse?
Oh, dude. Sorry, sidetracked. Is Iowa the real life Monsters Inc? Because they technically have a children's hospital next to the football field, which gives them inspiration and hope. So do they just suck the life out of children for fun? Because they're never going to play for a national championship and they get all the kids' hopes and stuff up because they get to see a football game, but it's not even worth watching because they can't ever win a big game.
I don't know why you came up with that, but it's kind of funny. Not funny for the kids, but
Only if you appreciate dark humor you would get that. So, um,
well, I appreciate dark humor. I mean, look at my face. I'm pretty dark right now. You can't see me. I look like I'm about to rob a gas station.
you look like Tyreek Hill. You look like Tyreek Hill at a traffic stop.
You have little dreads.
All right, what was the next game we got?
North Carolina, Boston College. I freaking hate Carolina, so go BC. It's at Chestnut Hill, so Boston College.
This is tough because Omarion Hampton has played really good for North Carolina lately, but then James came into the game for Castellanos against SMU, and they almost pulled the upset off. Um,
They did.
Carolina has no defense. Boston College has a little bit of a defense. I'm going to go Carolina just because I think Omarion Hampton is more of a dual threat, able to throw slash run.
Sam Houston, Jacksonville State. I like Jacksonville State in a close one. I don't know. It might not be that close.
No, I gotta go Jacksonville State, and they're just gonna run away with it because Sam Houston, I don't know what happened between the beginning of the year and now, but it's
I
like
don't
their
know.
offense they just went to the closet and locked themselves in there. Because
Yeah,
anybody that has to go to overtime to beat Kennesaw,
yeah.
it's sad. Well,
Now
take
what
that back.
happens
Take
if?
that back. Liberty had to go to overtime to beat UMass. So
Yeah, well, I've been saying I don't think Liberty's that good to begin with. Now what happens if they come out of the closet? Is the offense going to come out in pink underwear?
well, what happened was
Sorry,
their starting quarterback got hurt, and that's the reason their offense has kind of been a little sluggish.
that joke went way over your head. Anyway, Georgia over
Yeah,
you.
it did.
Yeah, it did. Georgia over UMass, Tennessee over UTEP, easy.
Yeah.
Then we have Western Kentucky Liberty. I got Western Kentucky easily.
You said Western Kentucky Liberty?
Yeah.
Ooh. Give me Liberty because Western Kentucky got beat by Louisiana Tech 12-7 last week.
Louisiana Tech's a better football team than Liberty. Not by much. Oh, the game I'm so excited for. Too bad it's on ACC Network Extra. Charleston Southern at Florida State. Both 1-9 on the year. Who the heck are we going to pick in this one?
And
I'm
why would you subscribe to ACC Network Extra to watch this lousy
I'm
pile
going
of
Charleston Southern. I am doing it just because. Why not?
I plead the fifth on this game, but I'm gonna go Florida State.
Yeah, I mean that's the easy pick, but I can't help but pick Charleston
At the
Southern.
same time, though, you say it's the easy pick, but Florida State just continues to find ways to lose the game, which is crazy to think about that Billy Napier is actually going to survive and have his job next year, and then Mike Norvell is on the verge of losing his.
Yeah, never saw that.
I never would have guessed. Like, I thought for sure with Florida's schedule this year and the season they've had that Billy Napier would have been fired, but nope. I was
Yeah,
like,
here they
oh,
are on the verge of going bowling too. So
yeah, like at
what
least
about
Florida
who?
somehow managed to get 6 wins.
They're 1 win away. They're at 5, but I
Well,
think
they're
they'll
they're
get
gonna
there.
get they're gonna get one win. That they're gonna blow Florida State out the water.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's not even gonna be close. Bowling Green, Ball State. I actually like Ball State in this game. Go out on top at home, you know. I don't
I
know
got
if
to go Ball State in this one too because I went Western Michigan the other week when they played Ball State and they beat Western Michigan.
now the thing here is they're not going to be able to get bowl eligible, so there's not a lot of motivation, but I imagine this is senior day. I think it's their last home game, so go out with a win there. Rice UAB. I kind of like Rice in this one. So Rice.
I got to go to Owls.
All right.
Or
Uh,
you know what? You know what? Give me UAB.
okay, don't do that and get it wrong and then lose points. You've done that several times this year.
Okay, give me Rice.
Don't do that and lose points. You've done that several times this year. New Mexico State and Middle Tennessee. Do you want UAB or Rice though?
Give me Rice.
Okay, I'll put you down for Rice.
And as far as this next game, give me New Mexico State. They actually looked kind of good offensively against Texas A&M, despite them not being able to put up points. They at
Yeah,
least moved the ball against them.
yeah.
And
Uh,
MTSU is just abysmal.
yeah. I mean, they both are, but I am going
Yeah.
Mexico State too. JMU, App State. I'm gonna go JMU in a close one.
Give me James Madison.
Man, I was really hoping ODU was gonna pull it off this week. And yet again, ODU does not get bowl eligible because they lose too many close games. So sad. Florida International, Kennesaw State. Gotta go FIU.
I'm gonna go FIU, but this one's gonna be a close game again.
Louisiana Monroe, Arkansas State. I like you.
Give me the Red Wolves.
Okay, I like ULM here.
I went Arkansas State last week and they beat Gasso.
They did. The week before that, they screwed me over. South Alabama, Southern Piss. South
Give me
Alabama.
South Alabama.
Yep. And then we have Charlotte at Florida Atlantic. And I'm gonna have to go Charlotte.
Do this is tough. Um, Give me Charlotte.
49ers it is. And then we have some more SEC action. Kentucky at Texas. Gotta go Texas.
Boy, I gotta go Texas, but man, Kentucky, if you had to pull one out of your rear, please, please,
Now
please.
they're saving that for Louisville. Okay. This is actually gonna be a good game. 3:30 on CBS. Penn State at Minnesota. I'm gonna go with those Golden Gophers rowing the boat. Minnesota at home knocks off Penn State.
Dude,
And
I
Penn
want to
State.
go there with I
Out of
want to
the
go
playoff.
there. I want to go there with you, but I need the points, so I gotta stick with the number 4 team in the country.
All right.
So
Uh,
help me, Penn State. If you let me down, I will come up there and skin your little Nittany lion.
yeah, that Nittany Lion is getting thrown out of the playoff conversation after this week. And then BYU is about to lose two straight. Arizona State with the win at home over
Give me
BYU.
okay. So in that game, I'm gonna call a shot real quick. I know this is not gonna be for a pick, but Scadaboo's gonna have 2 rushing touchdowns.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I gotta go Arizona State in that one. Sorry.
Well, see, the
The
thing
the
is,
Jew the Jews lost out in 1945 and they're gonna lose out in 2024 too.
yikes. I really did not think they were going to lose last night because I thought this would be the game they were going to drop.
Listen,
But
Kansas, they had to win out to get a bowl game, and they're
dude,
doing
look
everything
who
they
they
can to
got.
win out.
Look who they got. The next game too. Colorado at Kansas. Can Kansas do it? Can they knock off
It's
Colorado?
gonna. All I got to say about this game is it's gonna be a shootout. There's gonna be no defense at all in this game. Um, I think Colorado prevails. I'm sticking with Deion Sanders. I'm sticking with Coach Prime. I've been sticking with them, and they keep winning. So,
Yeah, I imagine they will, but for the heck of it, I'm going Kansas.
okay.
Losing a point there, but you're welcome. Uh, the next game, the Citadel at Clemson. I'm going with the Citadel. No, I'm going Clemson, obviously.
No, I'm going Clemson, dude. I thought Pitt had it there for a second.
Yeah, they should have, dude. How do you let Klubnik rip a 50-yard run? I mean, good grief. I will say,
You contain. Okay, I can't.
Pitt, no, go ahead.
You contain the dark guy all the game long, but you let the white guy run all over you.
Yeah. Now, Pitt did get screwed over. Now, they shot themselves in the foot a lot, but they did get screwed over.
No, who got screwed over was Wisconsin.
Dude,
They got screwed over.
I mean, Todd Blackledger's on the call, and he pointed out the hit was right around the hip waist area. It wasn't below. So, I mean, Wisconsin did have a chance after that, but yeah, that was a crucial third down that they picked up, and then they got screwed over big time. So, thank you, Russ, for bailing out Oregon once again. Screw Oregon. Next game, I'm going Michigan over Northwestern.
I am gonna go Michigan too.
And then there's Wisconsin on the road at Nebraska, which should be a good game. I'll go Wisconsin. Both of these teams right now, they win that game, they're bowl eligible. So should be a good
I'm gonna
game.
go Wisconsin as well in that game.
All right.
Now, however, Dylan Raiola in Nebraska next year is going to kind of be like Deion Sanders in Colorado this year. They're going to be a contender next year. I
All
think
right.
they need to hit the portal, get a few offensive linemen, and maybe a receiver here and there. And I think they'll be okay. Their defense is good. It's just they need help on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah. All right, a Pac-12 rivalry that is now an ACC rivalry, which is really stupid to say, but Stanford at Cal.
Give me the
I'm going Cal.
trees. Give me Stanford back to back weeks.
I'm going with Cal because they win this, they're bowl eligible.
I think with it being a rivalry game, anything is able to happen. And Stanford
Exactly.
proved that they could actually play good football last week. Well, okay, Stanford played good football, and Louisville just made an absolute dumb decision.
So when I was watching that game, I said, go for it on fourth down. I wanted them to do it, and it didn't work. And it's one of those situations where if it works, you're a genius. If it doesn't, you're stupid.
Well, it turned out you're very stupid.
Texas Tech, Oklahoma State. Gotta go Texas Tech, Red Raiders.
Now, okay, speaking of Oklahoma State, real quick, if they lose this week, the game against Colorado is going to be interesting because Colorado hasn't played a defense that good yet. So I'm going to go Texas Tech just simply because they got the better quarterback. But the Colorado game could get interesting with Oklahoma State.
I don't know about that one. UCF, West Virginia. Gotta go West Virginia.
Give me UCF in that one.
All right. San Diego State, Utah State. Both have the same record. Both are pretty weak. I might go with the Aggies here, though. I'm going to Utah State.
I'm going to go the Aztecs.
All right. And then we have Georgia Southern at Coastal Carolina, and I'm going to go with Coastal.
I got to go Gasso in that one.
All right.
Coastal's not very good this year.
East Carolina, North Texas. ECU did a good job to get ball eligible the other night, but they're going to drop this one going to Texas.
I'm going to go ECU in this one
All right.
because ever since they've switched coaches, they
Tulsa, South Florida. I like South Florida.
stop.
Why? What?
Hold on. Myra's
You ladies yelling at you? You probably stunk up the bathroom before you got on here. Okay.
no. She's mad because Ryder won't lay down. Give
I'm
me a
gonna go ahead and put you down for South Florida. And in the next one, that one's gonna be interesting because Pitt has now dropped three straight. And Louisville, obviously, coming off the loss to Stanford. What do I do? That's a tough one. I don't know. I think this could be a rebound game for Louisville. Got to get that offense going a little bit. Pitt's offense was a little bit shaky too. Defense looked great Saturday, but offense definitely had a hard time moving the ball. I'm gonna go Louisville. I'm gonna go Louisville over Pitt in a rebound. So give me the cards, and then while he's away, I'm
Okay.
gonna win.
What game
Yeah,
was it?
Pitt and Louisville.
I'm gonna go Pitt.
Okay. Wofford, South Carolina. South Carolina easy. And then we have Louisiana Tech, Arkansas. I imagine we're both going Arkansas.
Yeah.
And then we have Missouri at Mississippi State. I'm going to do the unthinkable, and I'm going to go Mississippi State to finish with a win at home. Uh, who are you going with? Okay, great. He completely disappeared. Let's just rattle these off here. Troy, Louisiana. Gonna go Louisiana. Coming off a loss from last week. Army, Notre Dame. As much as I want to pick Army in this one, Notre Dame takes over because they're gonna finish off the season strong and they're gonna be the number 5 team in the playoffs. Boise,
I
Wyoming.
am. All right, I'm back. So,
Okay.
what were the games that we were at?
Missouri, Mississippi State. I'm taking Mississippi State to finish strong at home. Get that
I
one
got
win.
Missouri. I got Missouri in that game. Luther Burden and them. I mean, they played great against South Carolina. It's just South Carolina's defense is really good.
Yeah. Troy, Louisiana. I picked Louisiana.
Yeah, give me Louisiana in that one. Yeah. Although Troy is playing better the last couple of weeks.
Army, Notre Dame. As much as I want to pick Army, I'm going Notre Dame. They're just rolling here.
You've given me a couple of free points this week, but I have said it since the Navy game. I
Um,
think Army is the team to beat Notre Dame. I think out of the two service academies, I think they legitimately have the better shot because I think they have the better quarterback to do it with because Daly can throw it, he can run it, he can mix it up. And plus, with the triple option the Army likes to run, I'm going to go Army, but it's going to be like a 17-14, 17-7 type game.
I guess Notre Dame, no way. But okay. Boise, Wyoming. Boise should win that one fairly easy because it is Wyoming. Um, so I'm putting you down for Boise.
Yeah,
Wa-
put me down for Boise, but dude, it's at Wyoming, and that's a rivalry game because Idaho and Wyoming are right next to each other. So
It'll be fun.
anything could happen in that one.
Washington State at Oregon State. Oregon State's really bad. Washington
Give
State,
me Washington State after their loss last week.
it screwed me over, but yeah, I think they get the win here. Baylor, Houston. I'm going Baylor.
Yeah, give me Baylor.
All right. Then we have Georgia State, Texas State. Texas State is playing really good. I'm going to go Texas State.
Yeah, give Texas State.
Somebody ready for bed? Bama, Oklahoma. Gotta go Alabama.
I think if Bama wins out and they win the SEC championship, I would not be surprised if Milroe has reasserted himself a spot in the Heisman can race.
I will not be surprised if I never hear the end of it from you. And I always got to hear about an Alabama quarterback in the Heisman race. Good grief. Not at all.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
look at the numbers he put up against LSU, 185 and 4 touchdowns. Like,
he's not going to win the Heisman. Texas A&M at Auburn. Big game for Auburn because they absolutely have to win this to be bowl eligible, and Texas A&M is trying to stay atop the SEC. This is going to be a clash, but I'm going to go Texas A&M.
dude, it's going to be a clash. Auburn's finally figured out how to throw the football. They finally got receivers that are actually learning how to finally catch footballs. Is that Jordan Hare? And as an Alabama fan, never underestimate Auburn. They may have one of the crappiest records in the freaking SEC, but they will knock the absolute crap out of you. And you may scrape out of there with a 3-point win. But I would have this one on upset alert. I'm going to go A&M, but I would have this on upset alert.
All right, we're gonna have to start rattling some of these off here. Iowa State, Utah. I'm going Iowa State, and I'm
I'm
not really hearing anything about it right now, but I think Kyle Whittingham may be on the hot seat at Utah.
I'm gonna go Iowa State.
And I say that because he's probably out somewhere eating someone's liver with fava beans and a nice Chianti. Because I think he looks like um, what's his name? Anthony Hopkins. He does kind of look like Anthony Hopkins. Marshall ODU, I'm gonna go Marshall.
Yep, give me Marshall again.
Vandy LSU. We've got LSU dropping another one. Let's go Vandy.
I'm gonna go Gus Meyer.
Okay. Cincy K State. Gotta go Cincy there.
I'm gonna go K-State with a rebound and Avery Johnson.
All right. USC UCLA. UCLA absolutely has to win this game if they're going to be bowl eligible. So I'm going to go with the Bruins.
I'm gonna go USC rivalry game.
All right, and they did look a little bit better last week.
They
Air,
finally switched quarterbacks.
yeah, I think that helped. Air Force Nevada. I picked Air Force last week, and I'm going to do it again this week. Let's go Falcons.
I'm gonna go Nevada in this week.
All right. And then we round out the night with Colorado State at Fresno, and I think I'm going to have to go with Colorado State.
I'm gonna go Colorado State as well.
All right. And then that leaves us with our bonus pick, which obviously is going to have to be Ohio State, Indiana.
I think it should be Notre Dame Army.
But we're going to be at the Ohio State, Indiana game.
I know we're gonna be there, but I think it needs to be because we haven't really done one for the independents this year.
Okay, we'll do Notre Dame and Army.
Well, Army is technically American, but I still classify them as independent because that's how I remember them as. Um, Total number of rushing touchdowns between both teams.
Total rushing touchdowns.
That's including Riley Leonard, Love, and then Army as a team.
Okay.
I have my number.
Uh, yeah. I got mine.
Ready?
Yeah. On the count of three. Three, two,
Two,
one,
one, five,
seven. Ooh,
five.
okay. So I did seven, you did five. Now, if it's six,
I think the tie break for this one should be the final score prediction for the Ohio State Indiana game.
well, I don't think we should do a tie break for a different game. Well,
Okay.
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, no, we can do it for Notre Dame. That's fine.
You know what? I'm gonna make this simple. I'm gonna bump it up to eight, and that takes care of that.
You really think there's going to be 8 rushing touchdowns?
You could have eight, 5-3, 4-4.
6-2,
It's a lot, but
7-1.
no, no. The problem is I don't think Army's gonna find the end zone that much. But Notre Dame, I can definitely see having several. It could be a 5-3 type thing,
What'll be
possibly.
funny is everybody is sitting here like, oh yeah, Army don't have a chance. Notre Dame's so good, and then Army just comes out and blows them out like 49-14 or something, and everybody's sitting there like,
You know what? Watch it be zero.